You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Norris v. Norris.
Thank you, Ron. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Norris, you claim Johnny B. Norris Sr. has been denying he fathered your son for the past 22 years. You say today's paternity results will prove him wrong.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Norris, you state that you've always known that Johnny Jr. is not your son, and today you believe the DNA will finally prove it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Norris, did the defendant ever acknowledge Jr. as his son?
Yes, Your Honor, he did. After having my son, we were married by my father in our front yard. We had a yard wedding, Your Honor.
It was a shotgun wedding, Your Honor. When she became pregnant, I myself, I thought it'd be the right thing to do as far as marrying her. I was kind of forced into it due to the circumstances. But I loved her at the time, Your Honor. I don't deny that.
Yes, ma'am. It wasn't forced. And as he said, we were in love. I know that I was head over heels with him. And after having our son, we was married, and we lived with my family for a while, Your Honor.
And why do you think, if he says he loves you, you all were married, you had your son, why does he deny your son?
That I don't know, Your Honor.
His grandmother said that I wasn't his father.
I don't believe that. And if she did say that to him, it was because she was just so fed up.
Okay, take me back, though. I want to understand this, because you said you all got married in the yard.
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, you had just had your son and named him Junior.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
you named
Your Honor.
after Senior over here.
Yes, Your Honor.
What went wrong?
She'd go out from time to time for a couple of days consecutive, and in the same breath, I was a young man. I was about 20 years old at the time, and I felt like she was sleeping around on me with her ex. And that her ex is the name that her mom used when she said that I wasn't his father, so-and-so was his father.
But Your Honor, that is incorrect. I was not sleeping around with my ex. I was totally in love with Mr. Norris here. And on my son's 8th birthday, that is the last time we seen him.
What happened?
He left. He disappeared.
On your son's 8th birthday?
No, ma'am, that's not how it happened at all.
What happened?
Actually, what happened was prior to his birthday, her and I wasn't getting along. There wasn't no need me hanging around. And like I said, she had been gone. You know, she'd be gone from time to time. So I was basically just there, you know, him and I.
But Your Honor, he was the cheater.
So
okay?
I moved to Seattle.
So you said she was cheating, she says you were cheating.
Yes, he was the cheater.
But why do you pick his 8th birthday to leave?
It wasn't on his birthday.
Junior, do you remember any of this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do?
Last time I seen this man, he sat me on my lap, let me know that he was parting ways. I don't remember in detail.
He was parting ways with you or your mom?
No, parting ways, he had to leave and he'll be back.
Oh.
Your Honor, when I left, I had no intentions of coming back. So that's not true because I was done. I moved to Seattle. When I left Florida, I moved to Seattle. I wanted to get way away from it. So I moved to Seattle.
I'm reiterating.
And he wasn't the reason why I left. It was the mom. Because her and I wasn't getting along, and there was no love there. Why hang around? You know, and like.
So, Ms. Norris, up until this point, was there any doubt with respect to the paternity?
No, ma'am, not for me. I've always knew he was his father.
And what about from Mr. Norris Sr.? Did he take care of Junior? Was he present in his life?
While he was there.
Up until the time.
While he was there, he did contribute.
He did.
That he wasn't my son. When she said he wasn't my son,
he never.
That put a dagger in my heart because I was a young man, and I felt like, you know, this is my first kid, and he's a boy, so I was excited. And I mean, for her mom to say that out of anger, that's pretty deep, I think.
Why would she say something like that?
She was angry with him because the way he was treating me.
Oh.
And we wasn't getting along. And she knew that he was a cheater as well, living in our home, being
I'm
with us.
55 years
and
old.
he was still,
And I've been in
a cheater, and
other
we were married.
relationships wherein my spouse or what have you, her and I didn't see eye to eye all the time. But the grandmother never came out and said something like, I mean, that's pretty deep. You know, that was,
well, I have no control
like
over what my mother said to him.
That just took everything out of me. It was like, man, why?
And you never thought, oh, maybe she's saying this out of anger or spite.
Well, no, ma'am.
You just said, I believe it. She said it.
Why would I look for you? You left.
That's just something.
You left your son.
Your Honor, true enough, I left. But the thing of it is, her being a mother, you think that she'd look for me, you know, for child support, come after me for child support or something. She never even did that.
I was hurt.
And he's 30 years old, 31 years old.
I was hurt,
now.
I was alone, and he was gone. Why didn't you say where you were going? You didn't have to deal with me anymore, but that's your child, your son. You should have had
I was out of here.
with your son.
I didn't tell her where I was going. I told her I was done. And I
you didn't even let me know you were leaving, Mr. Norris.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. What was life like growing up without your father? I mean, you had 8 years to get to know him, and then he sits you on his lap, and the next thing you know, he's gone. What was it like after that moment?
On the subject situation of my father not being there, you know, induced a great deal of anger, you know, upon me, and I acted out in different subject ways, as in, got in a variety of fights. I was very rebellious.
Mm-hmm. All right, but you just decided to keep pressing.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Understood. Ms. Norris, at what point do you decide to search for Mr. Norris Sr.? When do you say, okay, he's not coming back, and that's my son's father? Where is he?
Yeah, I was like, how can somebody just abandon him? But when I decided to search for him, it was about 6 years ago, I believe. Mm-hmm. I had moved to Georgia with a friend, and she helped me to go online, and we were able to find a family member of Mr. Norris. I gave them a number to contact me, and he did. I gave him an address for my son to write him, and he's promised that he would, which that never happened.
I don't recall that, Your Honor.
You don't recall me giving you an address for your son?
I don't recall
when we
that.
spoke on the phone and you told me you were remarried and had a son, then that's when I talked to Beverly. Me and Beverly, we actually communicate.
That's so ironic.
You know, and we get along.
You know, women tend to take sides with one another anyway. They get on Facebook.
No, I don't go on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook, Your Honor, that often.
And
I speak with her on the phone.
And stuff like that.
On the phone.
Mr. Norris?
Really, I mean, right now,
He's a trip.
She don't know who Beverly is. But they speak to each other, and it's like they've been knowing each other, and they've been physically going out together.
Of course we know each other about you.
So,
what women do.
So Beverly, hold on. Beverly is your wife. And she's actually here in court with us today.
She is.
I think I want to talk to her.
Yes, ma'am.
Ron? Yes, Judge.
Can you please escort Ms. Beverly into this courtroom? Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks.
It is my understanding that you are married to Mr. Norris.
Yes, I am.
How did you find out that your husband might have a son?
I heard rumors through the years, and I checked it out myself. I got on Facebook, and I contacted his son and got Mrs. Norris's number and talked to her on the phone.
You did? And when you spoke with her, what did she tell you?
I asked her, had she divorced him? And she said no. Broke my heart, but I knew it was the truth.
But you had no idea he was still someone else's husband.
because
I had no idea I was somebody else's husband.
Come on, would you get off of that lie?
Like I said, it was a shotgun wedding to me.
It was still a wedding, Mr. Norris. I mean, look, was it some part of you that thought that this wasn't real because it was her parents?
I just didn't think it was real. And like I said, I that was my first ever getting married or even attempting to get married. So,
Well, he denied to her that when he told her he never had kids and he never been married before.
well, he's not my son.
true.
And so once you confronted him about this, what was his explanation?
that his grandmother said that wasn't his son, and he believed her. And he told me about the wedding, and it wasn't for real. I really wanted to hear her say I divorced them.
That's what you wanted to hear
That's
her
what
say.
I wanted to hear. Just really wasn't any reason for him to lie to me. We were too cool, we was too tight, you know?
I can see how much that hurts you.
Yeah.
And so after 16 years, the man you thought was your husband.
It's her husband first and mine second, and
No, it's
that
yours.
couldn't be. You know?
That's your husband.
Your Honor, she's running my marriage. She is.
How am I running your marriage?
By getting on Facebook.
I didn't
with
get
my
on
wife.
Facebook.
I
Your
did.
wife got on Facebook.
They get together,
I
they
did.
talk.
No,
you know,
we
women
talk
gossip
on the
stuff.
phone only, Your Honor. We have never talked through Facebook. She found my son on Facebook, sent her number inbox to his.
Well, not hard to find. All she's got to do is
Right.
type in her husband's name.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All women talk.
Yeah.
We're not bashing him or
We're not.
anything like that. Talking about the grandkids.
Right, exactly.
things.
You have 3 beautiful grandkids
Yeah.
you never even met.
So, Ms. Norris, does this all, I mean, because it seems like you all are being very adult about this.
Yes, we
Very.
are.
And I really appreciate that.
Because it
But-
is what it is.
But has this caused a level of stress in your marriage with Mr.
Absolutely.
Norris?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Well, I was
Trust,
devastated, Your
everything.
Honor, when I found out
Trust.
that. I'm
With
sorry.
trust?
Everything, because it was nothing to lie about in the first place. So now what? I don't believe. You know, I love him.
I didn't think I was married.
After he told me he divorced me and I spoke with Beverly and found out that we were still married, I was like, what? I'm still married to this loser?
You didn't. Wow.
I mean, that's why I'm here today, because I want to know. For 8 years, I thought he was. That's why I gave him my name. But then it was iffy, because she was gone, like I said.
We were both gone.
It hurts, Your Honor, because I named him after me, Your Honor. I loved him. Like I said, that was the first time a woman ever said that a kid was mine, even just verbal. If God don't wake me up tomorrow, I'll know today whether he's my son or not.
We have those results, and I'd like to go to them right now. Ron? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Norris Jr. versus Norris Sr., when it comes to 30-year-old Johnny B. Norris Jr. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. It has been determined by this court, Mr. Norris Sr., you are not his father.
I told you, Your Honor. I told you he wasn't my son, Your Honor.
Well, I believed he was, and I do apologize.
And I accept. Oh, my God.
It seems like even though you didn't believe it, that there's pain right now for you.
Well, it hurts, Your Honor, because I named him after me, Your Honor. I'm shocked, totally. My heart goes out to his mom, because I honestly believe that she thought he was my son.
I really did. I really thought he was.
The question is then, Miss Norris, do you know who is?
I have an idea.
You do?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel, Junior? Are you all right?
I'm good.
Are you?
Always
I did.
smiling. And I'm sorry, son, because all these years I really truly thought that was your father. And you know how strongly I felt and how I told you. So I do apologize to you as well.
Miss Beverly, would you like to go over and stand with your husband? JB, Senior, are you all right?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
What are you feeling in this moment?
I kind of got cold feet a little bit about coming because I know them skeletons come out the closet. You
I'm
know,
a skeleton picker, ain't I?
Yes, ma'am.
Ain't no
very,
good.
Very good. But you're beautiful with it.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
is.
And you keep it real.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Well, we're in a place where we can move forward on many different levels. And I hope that you find your biological father. You deserve to know.
If I may.
Yes, sir.
I'm keeping the name, bro.
Oh,
Cause I built, man. You know, you can name your son, your next son, or your son, Junior.
No,
but
I'm done.
keeping the name.
I'm done. Put that, please.
we say all the time in this courtroom, it takes DNA to be a father, but it takes love to be a daddy.
Yeah.
Anything is possible in this world. Family extends beyond blood and beyond DNA. So I wish you all the best. We have counseling for you. I want you to take advantage of it because it helps and it works. And it ain't nothing wrong with saying I need it.
Yes, ma'am.
And figure out how to do better now that you know better.
Absolutely.
I wish you the very, very best of luck. Court is
Thank you.
adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.